Thanks for tuning in. Elvira's here, helping you connect the dots between mind and body. When I started out with personal development some 40 years ago, I was introduced to Tony Robbins. I just was working in network marketing and people were talking about Tony Robbins. And don't forget, I come from the Netherlands and Tony Robbins had never been to Europe. So we talked about it and some people knew a little bit more. And so we listened to those who knew more. And then somebody said, there is a book that you may want to read. And it's interesting. I bought the book and it's called Awaken, the Giant Within. And I just actually last night I pulled it from the shelf again because my girlfriend and I were talking about that. She's in Florida and we have regular talks about personal development and everything else. And she was referencing it and she didn't know about Tony Robbins until actually the beginning of this year. Very interesting. So I talked with her about that, and if you the title "Awaken the Giant Within," you go like, I remember going like, "Awaken the Giant Within." I didn't understand it, but let me tell you, the giant is within you because you are within a giant. You can be and do and have anything, provided you work on yourself and then you awaken the giant. It says the subtitle, How to Take Control of Your Mental, Emotional, Physical, and Financial Destiny. That is in this book. There it is, the blue book, Tony Robbins, Awaken the Giant Within. And I had already... No, somebody talked about one of his programs, but I didn't know so much about it. But as I was starting to read this book, it became really clear for me what he was talking about, the giant within you. The giant within you is just, unfortunately, asleep because you're not trained in any of the stuff to personally develop yourself, to become bigger and expand your view, your perspective. Look at the world beyond your beliefs, beyond what you are raised with. And it's very interesting because not everybody is ready to change their life. A lot of people go like, what? Change my life? I'm okay the way it is. And when you ask them if they're happy or not, they, of course I'm happy. But most people lie. They're not happy in the core. They're not really happy, but they don't want to admit that. And once you figure out how you can become a happy person is a person who is in control of his and her emotions, because emotions, they rule you. That emotions, that's what it's all about. It's your thoughts, and your thoughts turn into emotions, and that's like so fast that you cannot even say like, was the emotion first or was the thought first? But that's how fast it goes. And that emotion, that feeling, emotion is energy, emotion, that feeling drives you into action, and that gives you a result. Whether you like the result or whether you don't like the result. Could be positive, could be negative, depending on the thought, depending on the emotion that you feel. If you're depressed, if you're down, if you don't know yourself, because depression is basically going down and not knowing who you are, it's a disconnection from your soul, then you get more of that. But if you understand who you are and even though just a little bit, and just, wanting to learn and stepping up the plate to expand your perspectives, to expand your view, to see everything as an opportunity. Remember, there is a silver lining behind every cloud. When you see that and you are optimistic and you really want to make something different of your life than what perhaps the rest of the family has accomplished, when you work hard on yourself and you constantly reflect that back, what is my result? How am I doing? What am I thinking? What am I feeling? That is a giant. That is a giant. You are awakened. And it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Most people have a hard time staying focused on this kind of material because we're not taught in school how to do this. And there are so many self-help books that you can do. And like me, there is a personal development mentor. Very simple. I'm doing my very best to help you in these videos, just to give you ideas, to explain certain things. And the more questions you ask, the easier it is for me to tell you more. So you are omnipotent. Nobody tells you that. Nobody ever tells you that, but you are, because you're made in the imagination or the image and likeness of God, or as I like to call it, source. It depends where you come from. I call it source. So you have all that you ever need, require, choose to have, want within yourself. But you got to wake it up. You got to feel the feeling. You got to take the action. You got to believe in yourself. But it all starts also, what I have learned over the past couple of decades, what it all starts with is loving yourself and accepting yourself. Most important. And trust me when I tell you, there is nothing wrong with you. Nothing wrong with you. Nothing. So start to write down every day. Just do it like 5 minutes. Start to write down 10 things that you're grateful for within your core. You know, you feel like, oh, I'm so happy and grateful that. And write down a couple of things that you like about yourself. You can also write down a couple of things you don't like about yourself, and then you know that, because when you write it down, you're facing it. You have to look at it. You're facing it. And if you don't like certain things about yourself, then you have written it down and you can change it. What is the opposite of that? Opposite of you know, whatever it is you don't like about yourself. You can change anything for the better. And that's what I've been doing for all these decades. And I continue to do it every single day. I look at myself and I go, how is that going today? Or what did I achieve today? And how was I feeling today? And if I can do it, you can do it. I am no different, no more special than you are. You are special. I am special. I believe in you. I believe in myself. You can do it. Just do it. Make the decision, like what I said in the previous video, make the decision that you're going to do it, that you're going to work on yourself. That is the hardest thing, to work on yourself, because it takes the activity. It just doesn't fall out of the sky. You cannot buy it. Nobody can give it to you. You alone have to do it. And trust me, life is beautiful when you do that, and you're different. You're just going to love it. Absolutely. And the most important thing of working on yourself, upgrading yourself, improving, transforming yourself, the most important thing, the most important result that you get is that your health will improve. You just get rid of pains and aches and whatever else, and you start stopping taking pills that the doctor prescribed for this pain or that pain or whatever. And if you can stop that in the beginning, if you kill it in a nutshell, it doesn't get any bigger. That's the whole thing, you know. You got to stop your vibration that is going downhill before it really starts to fester. Health is your number one, not money. You can always earn more money. You can always make more money, as they say. Your health is a whole different ballgame. Most important. If you're not healthy, you cannot work, you cannot enjoy life. Not good. So my little rant for today. Thank you for listening in. Leave me comments below. I so appreciate you. And I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. Ask me questions. Thank you so much. Take care. See you soon.